Modern and well-equipped, the Royal New Zealand Air Force stands ready to protect our shores. Our airmen have established a magnificent record of skill, courage and daring. And under the Empire Air Training Scheme, thousands are pouring from New Zealand's training schools each year to speed our Empire's mastery of the air. Yet in 1937, we had only 2 Air Force stations in operation, with a few old machines and a handful of men. And there it goes to the captain of the aircraft. But as he points out to his navigator, they have reached their turning back place and so can keep clear of the weather. From the Franz Josef Glacier, they turn back to their base, dark. But not all of the flying is done in daytime. Air crews must become familiar with night flying conditions, for it is under these conditions that they will later penetrate deep into enemy territory. This calls for skill and nerve. The work of our men overseas speaks for itself. The first telling blows against the enemy's war machine are being struck here on the training fields of New Zealand. With this training behind him, the pupil is ready to tackle the real thing. Small practice bombs are generally used in training, but this time live heavy bombs are being used. Handling concentrated destruction of this type may look dangerous, but the bombs are quite safe at this stage. It's when you're at the receiving end that you have to worry. Well, here we go. The formation is now close to the target area, and there it is. In go the bomb selector switches as the aircraft lines up on the target. The aimer watches the target loom up in his sights, and down they go. To Adolf, with the compliments of New Zealand, there'll be plenty more like that. And this lineup of aircraft and men on one of our training fields is but one of the clear proofs of our determination to see the task through. From New Zealand came hundreds of the men who helped to make the history in the first year of the war, from the first raid on Kiel to the smashing defeats inflicted on the enemy in the great air battles which were intended to be the prelude to an invasion of Britain. Mr. Winston Churchill has said that the day is not far distant when we shall be able to drop 3 bombs for every one of the enemy's. When that day comes, New Zealand will be there. From all parts of the empire come men and machines to smash the war plans of the dictators. In the thick of the fight are the men from New Zealand, trained and eager to play their part in defense of the things they love: liberty, democracy, and the progress of mankind. That today is the spirit of the Royal New Zealand Air Force.